Welcome back to Crone's Crucible. Say hello, people.
Hello, people.
We are back with Crone's Crucible and Curse of Strahd, and we left our intrepid party in a dangerous situation last week. Before we get into where we are with the group, anybody have anything they need to announce or anything they want to mention before their character gets started for the night?
So, Saturday, for Are You Sure? We are tentatively on. My folks are coming into town, but they do tend to want to just hang out with the kids and relax for the evening after they spend the entire day dealing with airports. So, we're technically on, but if not, I'll be letting everybody in the group know, and that information will get passed on to our reviewer.
And we will, if you tune in and you find a little message saying that due to technical difficulties we don't have a game, you'll know what's going on.
I may or may not be here on the 16th and 17th of March, I think. It's my family's taking a vacation out to California to go see my other grandmother.
Ah, yes, yeah, you'll during Easter week, Easter vacation week. So
Yep.
Yep. So,
I may or may not be there. I'm going to try to get a laptop. At the very least, I'll be on voice.
very good. We'll play it as you play it. It's important that she gets to be seen. She's in very bad health, so it's very, very good that she gets to see the family. So I'm glad that you're going out there.
First time she's seen everyone, maybe ever.
Yeah, she hasn't seen the littlest one, so it's a good thing. Well, very good then. Let me put this
As
up.
per usual, I'm on the road. ETA about 15 to 20 minutes.
That's fine. We'll just go on and you can just talk at us. We're good. All right. So when we left off last week, there was a platform above where they lie or stand right now, a concrete or marble platform that was out over the floor of the temple. It was cracked and very seriously weakened, and once a couple of people stepped on it, it gave way, and first Dirok and then Ippotis, I think, fell to the floor below, taking a little bit of damage. And once the dust and the various pieces of large rock finished falling down and cascading down from above, and everybody sort of crawled out bruised and battered, the rest of the party did various things to crawl down to the floor with them. So they are now on the floor as well. Is there anything you want to set up or do before I go on with what you see and what is happening down there on the floor?
Yeah, I shove Vappo off of me.
The rocks the big chunks of concrete kind of go thunk, 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 as you push
And I'm
your
shoving
way
those
out.
off me as well.
Are you all right?
I think so.
No broken bones?
No broken bones?
I don't think so.
Good.
Who
I'm coming down. Watch out.
Who puts a falling floor there?
I don't think they intended it to be a falling floor. I think it just happened to be a falling floor because this place is so ancient.
I can fix the floor later, but we might as well explore while we're down there.
And regarding exploring, as the dust settles and you kind of lift your aching head to look around, you notice there is a room right beside you to the north, which is you can see amber doors laying on the floor, partially shattered, but clearly something violent ripped the doors off their hinges and threw them into the room at some point. Also, just to your west, you notice a statue. This is not of the faceless god. No, to the west, yes. This one is not of the faceless god, it is of a wizard. And as you move around this floor, you will see other statues of wizards. The faces are different on the various ones, so it looks like maybe it was a wizardry council or something in the past. It might be the kind of image that you would think. It's obviously of different people and respected people, but they are dressed in a pointed hat.
Amber Temple to keep.
Yeah, possibly that type of thing. They're dressed in pointed hats and robes and carry staves and so forth. So it very likely would have been back when the Amber Temple was still functioning as the repository to keep evil artifacts from the world. So it might date clear back to that. Now, meanwhile, this statue that is looming above you, 40 feet tall, again, I will mention that as you kind of crane your neck and look around, there is an abnormal darkness under the hood of this. All of the statues you saw out front of the Amber Temple were statues of the faceless god. And they had this empty, sort of empty cowl. You could vaguely tell there were facial features, but it was kind of like the features were intentionally melted to keep it from having a personality or to look like anybody. It's just basically the idea of this god has no real facial image. He's just this facial being. And that is the normal way that this is depicted. But this is as if there is a hole in time that goes in under the cowl. It is completely a void, abnormally so.
Vlad will take his coin that has light cast on it, his copper coin, and he will toss it up to the face.
It plinks around in the cowl a few times and disappears completely. And you hear a snort from inside.
The coin just disappears?
The coin disappears without lighting up the face?
Without lighting up the face.
Did it seem like it was some sort of darkness spell where it's not that it didn't light it up, it's that it was blocked out?
It was, in our modern sense, it was as if the coin entered a black hole.
So, okay. Vlad will begin the ritual to cast detect magic on himself.
All right.
I guess.
And how long does that take?
It takes 10 minutes, so while everyone is regrouping down at the bottom.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, are you folks alright? That looked like a nasty fall.
Only made worse by Ippotis landing on me.
Oh my god.
I will never let you live this down.
Dirok, you seem to have a propensity for falling downstairs, or rather, falling down through stone ledges.
Your point? I go to inspect the door and the doorway. I wanted to see, like, if these doors, like, just fell off. Like, I could see that there's torn about stuff inside the room, but I wanted to see if, like, these doors were, like, literally ripped off the hinges, or if they fell off because of time or whatnot.
Give me an investigation roll. I know what the answer will be for you, but I want to see how much you would recognize.
Oh, good. Oh, good. -1. That's a big fat 0.
I'm not the only one.
You know, you just can tell basically that they don't look like they fell off of their own accord.
I think something ripped these doors off. I go in.
Hold on.
I don't know if
Hold on just
Okay.
a moment. To answer you, Lynn, you do not have to make rolls. You just play that as you wish.
Okay,
I
I
wasn't
sure. But go on.
I was gonna say I also see weird things right here. I don't know if these are icons that you entered, but I see
I have-
like
Yeah, I put them up there because I wanted to give a better representation of what's up there than what they have. What you see up in that alcove is, let me move it up so the people on the screen can see what he's seeing. I'm going to describe it. What you see up in the alcove to the north of this room is like a pedestal for a statue. It is made out of the amber that is pervasive throughout this entire dungeon, throughout this entire temple. And there are chunks of amber laying around, scattered across the floor, which are what the little squares represent. Basically, there is an empty amber pedestal for a statue with chunks, maybe 5-inch diameter chunks of amber laying around on the room. And as you step through the door, you feel a deathly cold in this room.
A deathly cold? Can I sense where it's coming from? If it's like there's a crack in the wall for the weather?
No, it's swirl. That's what it feels like. It feels almost as if there's a crack in this room that a breeze is really blowing through and it's swirling around you. But it gives you a sense of somebody's walked over your grave.
I back out instinctively. Something's wrong with this room. Oh, I also see like a dotted outline. I don't know if that's something I'm meant to see.
Yes, it's there. And as you notice that area, give me a perception roll on this. I want to know exactly what you see and spotted that. There is something there that you will see some degree of. Okay, so good perception roll, 23.
23?
Yeah, that was good. As you look up, you realize there is a hole through the ceiling to the upstairs.
Is there a way to get up that hole?
Not from down
Sure, there
here.
is.
I'm sorry?
You can see up into a room that is above it. And it is probably the room that you were heading for when the platform collapsed.
I think I found a trap door that leads up to the floor above us. This room does not feel good. And I keep backing up, pretty much next to Ippotis.
So, would this have been enough time for Vlad to have finished the ritual?
I'm stalling a little bit because probably not. This probably would have happened in like the first 2 or 3 minutes as people look through and Dirok pulled himself out. So I'm figuring we're about halfway through, and I'm kind of stalling at this point.
Okay, just let me know whenever
it is detect magic that you cast?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Just so whenever you feel like enough time has passed for me to have completed it, just let me know.
Very good. We will do that. And but right now, I would say that he's still doing his rain dance to try and get it going.
River dance. Thank you very much.
I'm nudging Ippotis.
Fine. And he pulls out the sword and goes in.
Okay, when it pulls out, it's 15 feet. Where's Victor?
Victor needs to run away.
And I don't know why.
Victor's like hanging back around here, I believe.
I don't know why, but the last couple of times when I've tried to make this 15-foot radius on you, I can't get it to activate on your character. Would you see if you can get a 15-foot circular aura on your character from your end, please?
It should be already set. What you have to do is you have to open up my token and then go into the second page of it and then select Aura 1.
I'm aware of that. It's on. Or it was last week. Let me check it. Even with Aura 1 on, it was not. Come on. All right.
When Ippotis decides to pull it out, Victor whips. Victor hisses and gets behind the column.
I have the on. If you zoom in on my icon, you can see the gold kind of going around everything.
It should be 15 feet though, and these squares are 10 feet. Why is that?
Well, it's units. It doesn't. Well, no, it does it by feet. Okay. Oh wait, so these are 10 feet.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't understand. I've got 15 feet and yellow set on it, but it is not coming up showing. I'm going to put it. Let me check to make sure the measurement isn't off on the screen. Possible.
I just changed it. I just changed it to 5,000, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this is set right. These are 10-foot squares. So something is busted on the auras. I don't know. Yeah.
It might be Ippotis's, because I remember that I put Vlad's up for spiritual guardians, and
Yeah.
it didn't have a problem.
Yes, and that's what I'm puzzled about.
I just tried messing around with it seeing if I could put an aura on myself, and I can make it into a square, but I can't do a circle, and it won't go any larger than an actual square.
Let me mark square on this
Yeah,
and see if that comes up.
Just like how Ippotis is right now, that's how big mine was when I was messing around.
Yeah, you see that isn't anywhere near as big as it should be. It should be a 15-foot radius. So I don't know why that is going anyway. That little bit of showing with the square will at least let us know daylight is on there and it's currently at 15 feet, unless you're going to take an action to shrink it to as little as 5.
No, Victor can take care of his own shit. He's going to divine sense the room.
All right, several things are going to happen at the same time here. There's a lot that has already occurred. Divine sensing the room. Let me make sure I've got exactly what you sense here, so I know.
Yeah, pretty much it's just.
The room is massively giving you a sense of undead. There are apparently more than one undead in this room, and you sense a great deal of anger coming from them. There are some very angry dead in here.
And is this place desecrated?
It is not desecrated, I don't believe in the sense of that, but there is just a very evil aura that I will say that you feel. It is not truly unconsecrated and desecrated like some fiendish ritual was done, but something very terrible and very evil occurred in this room, and it has left a signature on the room, and these undead remember it and are not happy. All right, now pause your button, because as Victor steps around where the face can see him of the statue.
Oh, shit. Well, it was nice knowing you, Victor.
I will say that Vlad has been there doing his ritual. I just can't move my token. He would have set his ritual up in front of the statue.
Oh, what is that? That looks friendly.
You should have still said it though.
Yeah, you didn't say it, and I have you still back by the door where you are sensing what's going on in the room. We've been talking about the room, and so I'm going to take you at that. Nope, I'm not going to back that one up. We've been talking about the room. I haven't mentioned anything about the big statue except the other things. So, Victor, give me a perception roll. Sylvia, you're around far enough to the front. You may as well. Both of you, Sylvia and Victor, give me a perception roll on what has just occurred.
I hit it.
Both of you,
Yeah.
although the initial sense and the rest of you, as you turn around and look, as you hear this thunder strike in the room and this searing sound of static electricity fills the room, and as you turn around, it appears that a lightning strike came out of the hands. Sylvia and Victor, however, looked up in time to realize that the hands casting it was actually kind of an illusion, that it actually came out of this black hole darkness and then went to the hands and out into the room. So there was a kind of an illusion going on there. It is chain lightning, and it can go, if it hits Victor, and I've got to get this up. Oh, I didn't put, did I not put his? I don't think I put his one up. Sure enough, I didn't. Let me get
You could always not. I mean, that's okay.
Let me pull him up.
I mean, I thought your plans were always to barbecue the vampire.
Yeah, but they're the ones that need to get zapped, not me.
Well, I mean, you're safe.
Yeah.
Ish.
Well, I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, we'll see what happens in like 5 seconds.
Okay, I've got to look at this for how many people it contacts. So give me just a moment. Basically, what you've been hit with is chain lightning. So I have to.
I'm still floating on. I'm still sitting on the hand, about 10 feet from the ground.
Yeah, that won't make any difference. This doesn't run along.
Okay, I just.
It's a matter of distance between people here is what I've got to see.
Got it. I was just making
exactly
sure.
What. All right, 30 feet. Anything within 30 feet of Victor. So let me measure. For 30 feet from Victor. Oh, yeah. Let's see. All right. Ippotis and Dirok are busy trying to figure out what's happening in the room, and they are just out of range. However, Vlad and Sylvia, and of course Victor, are all in range of this. And so they are all hit. So they are each going to have to give me a dexterity save. Let me get this cast out so that I can actually...
Do I need to also do a dexterity save for the hand?
What's the range for that save bonus again for Ippotis? I think I'm out of it.
Yeah, it's 10 feet.
And I can't get... Roll20 is refusing to shut the spell down. So there we go. Finally. 4 clicks before it did it. All right,
Ippotis holds the shield up between the room and himself and Dirok and says, "It's a good thing everyone's behind me."
Yeah, Dirok doesn't even notice. He's still paying attention to the room.
Roll20 is giving me one of those huge delays, so it's probably because I have so many things up. Nevertheless, you needed a DC 17. Riz and Victor did. Victor and Sylvia did. Let me get anybody have Vlad's sheet that they have access to, or do I need to do it?
Let me take a peek. I don't have it anymore. I haven't rolled yet, but I'll do the save throw now. God damn it!
All right, let me get when I find him. There he is. All right, dexterity. Come on.
I roll great for one thing, screw up on the next. When it counts, I screw up on the next.
Welcome to my life, where I fail at investigating, but good at perception. I'm good at looking, but I'm just not good at looking.
I mean, you're a barbarian. You don't have to be perceptive.
No, I'm perceptive. I'm just not investigative.
Well, I mean,
same diff.
Investigation is just an insight check on the environment.
Which I should be good at.
Actually, Victor didn't save. I just realized the DC 17. All right, so we have 3 fails. So all of you, unless you have some kind of protection against lightning, have taken 56 damage.
I'm out.
Holy!
I'm already out. I just pretty much... I'm on the hand, probably...
I haven't heard the past few minutes. What's going on?
Sylvia, and Victor just got slammed with 56 points of lightning.
Ippotis
Why
tried
is it
to
always
fry
me and the
but I got
lightning?
fried.
Because of
think
Victor
Victor-
this time.
No, it's because of Ippotis.
No.
it was you.
I had to go back here because he pulled out the
Well,
goddamn
okay.
sword.
That's
Well, he was
technically
too
true.
goddamn close
This,
to me.
this is
You could've-
technically true.
Okay, would you have rather taken the fire like the 5 points of fire damage from the sword,
It's 20 points and stops my regen.
and you just took 56?
Yes,
Which
because of
you-
your dumbass.
Victor, you just killed me, you asshole. Okay? I'm
That's not how
dead
you
at the
pronounce Ippotis.
Okay,
I have
first
done
off,
it.
I'm just
have
gonna.
done it. I
No,
have them
okay,
attacking
Victor, I'm gonna
me.
throw this out here, mister. I'm gonna be special and play a vampire.
Do I need to give
Oh.
a saving throw?
You
No, you already
have
failed it.
and failed it. The detect magic, is it concentration?
Yep.
You detected.
I didn't finish the ritual.
Yeah,
Hey.
so it fails.
DM, I have a small problem.
Yeah.
Question. I'm currently 10 feet in the air. How much fall damage am I about to take?
1d6.
Thank you.
Which is an automatic death saving throw.
Yeah.
Did someone
That's one
already
down.
adjust my hit points?
Do we hear this? Like, do Ippotis and
you're
Dirok
just
are like,
gonna
this
hear
is,
it.
Right about
this is a
now.
very interesting room.
Yeah, you hear BAM! And then ah!
And then whack!
Damn
as
it,
lightning
Ippotis!
Yeah, basically,
yeah, we'll hear
if
that.
you were standing inside a Tesla coil. That's basically what you are hearing. And this searing lightning goes all over the room.
Did somebody already adjust my hit points?
Yes?
Okay.
I don't have access to your sheet, so.
Because I'm at 12 and I wasn't at 12 last session.
That's because of that.
Yes. You have taken 56 points. So you were, a few moments ago, you were 56 points higher. And so the statue has fried Victor, and then the chain lightning proceeded to zap from Victor to Sylvia to Vlad, and the hand will go away because it has nobody controlling
Yeah,
it
there's no
anymore.
concentration. Yeah, there's a concentration. That's why I was asking about the fall damage.
Okay.
After hearing this, I run out to go grab both Sylvia and Vlad, and I start dragging them.
I'm
Ippotis,
not
put your sword away.
unconscious.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but you were
Oh.
in
Oh my
what's
God.
that?
Turn into a dire wolf that is gone.
Okay.
Ippotis still has the sword in hand, and he turns and goes, "What?"
Yeah.
Put your sword away. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why is there a wolf here all of a sudden?
Yeah. Victor comes out from behind the pillar as a dire wolf with just all his fur sticking straight out, and he just looks pissed.
Can I try to bandage Sylvia, please?
The
Well,
wolf
I
is
mean,
missing. What happened?
at this point, what I will do, since it appears something is attacking you, why don't you go ahead and do a roll for... oh, by the way, the darkness disappears, and you are able to see that melted face in the cowl now when this lightning strikes out.
Victor, just choose your size. Christ.
Yeah, where'd my other one go? It disappeared, so I pulled out another.
Are you going to be a big wolf or a small wolf?
It's Ruth that does that.
Oh, okay.
This is just the default size.
Okay.
Yeah, it sets at a default, and depending on the map, sometimes the static size is too large for the map, which is exactly what happens.
Yeah, it should be 2 by 2. It should be the size of one of the full tiles.
Let me pull this. I'm worried that it's going to show, and I want to have it not show.
Lynn, you're absolutely going to go before me, but as long as you don't roll a nat 1 on your death saving throw, you're fine.
I can't roll initiative. Oh, can't I even roll initiative? I'm not even conscious.
No,
You can't.
I think you do, because you have to be
You
on
should.
board or something.
Oh, yes,
Well,
that's
would-
true. Yeah, roll initiative
would-
for your death saves.
Where is my
would
character?
I have to roll to? Because I
someone-
intend to grab Sylvia and get her out of the range.
Alright.
Let me get this up. I'm trying to do 6 things at
Oh,
once.
yeah. Higher than 10.
Even when you're unconscious.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, let me try. You say
I
you
will take
can
that 19.
resize that, Vlad, or you can't?
No, I can't.
Yeah. I was just resizing it before and it vanished. I think it did one of those things where it went to the back of the map or something, where it just seems to vanish at times. Anyway, there you are. All right.
Let's see. I believe I have higher dex as a dire wolf. Give me a second here. Let's see. Yeah, result should be only 1 higher.
Okay, now let me get this shifted so the people who are watching can see a little bit of what's going on here. The victor symbol there indicates that that is just what he is using for his turn order. It has nothing, he is not really behind the statue. That's just a, you don't see him, he's
just out
hiding
of the
behind
way.
the branch.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see what our turn orders are indicating here. I'll put this over here, I guess, to get it out of the way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we should have everything there.
This episode sponsored by.
Oh, yeah, I got one other thing I gotta do. Forgot about that. Let me do those as well.
That's never a comforting thing to
Right?
hear. Like,
Oh,
seriously,
yeah,
that
I
is
forgot
not a
about
comforting thing to hear.
It's right up there with, oh, that's not good. So that's high on the list of things you don't want your DM or your.
There should be some other tokens, whereas I apparently didn't put them where they belong. 1 second, let me do a copy to get them where they belong, because I always put them off to the side so that I don't lose a token when one dies.
No, I mean, I think the only other thing worst here is like, oh, I forgot to roll this.
Boy, Roll20 has given me all kinds of strange things here. I'm waiting on it. I'm just waiting. There, it finally decided to come up. Only it didn't put anything
I mean,
there.
it's okay. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, just hang on. The things aren't going away. They're sticking on the screen and not disappearing when they should. And then the things that should be there aren't appearing there. And yeah, okay. Now, this one.
Sorry. So, about that next character, I'm going to probably have to start rolling. Thanks, Victor.
Well,
That's not how you pronounce Ippotis.
it was Ippotis
You
and
need to-
Dirok that stepped on the platform to begin with to get you guys down here. So yeah.
See, I mean, you were going to have to go down this way anyways. I don't blame them for that. I will blame,
Yes, but Ippotis had to whip it out, so Victor had to get it out of the way.
I mean, look,
You didn't have to.
It's because-
Could have taken
I mean-
one for
I
the
mean,
team.
look. you've seen him whip it out enough that you shouldn't be afraid of it anymore. I mean, come on, we're all friends here.
I'm always afraid of 20 radiant damage.
Versus the 56 chain
To be
lightning?
fair,
Come on.
Because I totally saw that in advance.
To be fair,
come on.
Yeah, there's
The
no way
lightning
he could
can
know
reject-
that the lightning was going to do that. So
Ippotis does know I don't like his sword.
So I will say that was, he stepped away from what he knew was a danger without knowing that there was another. And this is the kind of thing that the other team has already been encountering a bit. Hi there, Elliston. This is what you've
I am
already
so
been
confused
Yes.
as to whether or not there are innuendos going on.
There was on my part.
There
There
was.
was.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. Yes.
It was taking all my power to keep myself from saying
Yeah.
that's what she said over and over again.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There were definitely innuendos there.
Hey, I kept it clean innuendos, though.
All right. Ippotis hears this sound of frying flesh and lightning striking behind him and screams coming from all quadrants. Meanwhile, he is staring at definitely 6 undead forms, ghostly forms, and you begin to see moving something that is like a dark, shadowy shape that it really makes the scales stand up on the back of your neck when you see this dark, shadowy shape coming out from behind this broken base from a statue. There is something else that is coming out. So have I got them all? Yes. All right. Now I need to put that so that, why did that not show up? Because this hadn't been moved to the correct layer, that's why. All right.
Dang it.
All right. I've just got so much up, I think I'm blowing Roll20's mind. I will take the lightning off now. It has fried everybody and done its job. So that can reduce some of the things on it that it has to do. All right. The first one up in this pandemonium is Dirok. What is Dirok going to do with injured people and what have you?
I don't know anything about what's going on in the room yet because I was too worried about trying to drag Vlad and Sylvia out of harm's way. Am I able to grab both of them by the collars and drag them?
Vlad is on his feet still. Sylvia is down.
I thought he was ritual casting. I thought that meant that they'd be like on his knees or whatever and prostrating.
Well,
Nope.
he didn't get it finished, and he just kind of got blasted to the side. He might be sitting on his rear end when he got blasted, but he isn't. He is not. He's capable of getting up and moving.
All right, then I am picking up Sylvia, and I'm going to be moving her to the furthest corner right over here.
Okay.
Well, the intention is he sees the room. Oh, it's filled with baddies. This is the safest place right now, is out of the sight of the statue that hurt her, and hopefully none of the baddies will hurt her.
And she also would most likely be behind this pile of rocks by quite a bit because there's quite a mound of these big chunks of cement on the floor.
Yep.
So it would be, you could tuck her down in a hole while she's trying to recuperate. All right.
So
your action
that was
is to
11.
carry her.
Yep, action is to carry her and put her down. I'm going to then go back up since I did see the beasties and whatnot right here, and I'm going to block off the doorway. I will enter a rage as a bonus action, and that's my turn because I have no action.
Very good, and put your rage up so I remember it when I'm doing damage.
Yep.
Okie doke. Now we are up to whatever this thing is in the statue, and you hear, throw coins at me, will you? And let's
Is this
see.
my fault?
Yes, this is your fault.
I
I mean, since we're throwing the blame game around.
can't.
Sorry.
I don't have to heal you, you know.
I mean, I could just throw my spear right into your face and just give myself some temporary HP.
You're not wrong. Actually, no. It's when you reduce a
We're
creature.
almost okay. No, we have this dungeon and one dungeon. Save it.
Sorry, this is hilarious.
Technically, Dirk, you couldn't. It's when you reduce a creature to 0 hit points. She's all.
We have this dungeon and another dungeon. Save it. You're both pretty.
You're low enough that I could reduce you to 0.
She's already at 0.
I'm talking about you.
Oh.
Do you see the wonderful success of the DM? A party that has been cohesive for months, for a year, for over a year, they have worked cohesively together, and in one strike I have torn them apart. I am Strahd, I have torn them asunder. They will now work against each other.
Sure.
I think the vampire thing was happening way before then, but
because you're kind of out of view, I'm having to look to see. There we go. That will probably be better if Roll20 will click it. Come on. Thank you. All right. Has to be a creature that you can see. And the only one he can see is the dire wolf. So he will cast a suggestion at Victor. And you will need to roll a wisdom. His DC is 17, as I recall. 17. A DC 17 wisdom roll. Okay, you beat it.
oh, what?
So you hear a whispering in your doggy ear that says, "This is terrifying, run!" But you just kind of laugh into its effect because it goes right over you. Now, Ippotis sees this thing float out from behind. It is like a ghost, only it is a ghost that is blacker than black. And it moves towards him 10, 20, yep, it would be able to float right over that and come up in his face. So, that one. And it will attempt to, with large hands that seem far more substantive than you are expecting, some kind of evil has summoned forth this being of intense evil, and it tries to slam you with its fists twice. First one misses, second one is a 23, which I believe hits, for 11 bludgeoning damage.
I have to ask, is it blacker than the blackest black times infinity?
What?
What?
Metalocalypse.
Ah.
Than the blackest black times infinity.
It's not as black as the hole in the face of the statue was before it vanished, but it is very dark, and Ippotis' evil sense when this thing comes at him is working on overtime. It is a very evil sense that is coming towards him. All right, so you did take 11 bludgeoning there, Ippotis. And we are on to Sylvia. Give me a death roll.
What do I click?
As long
that?
as you don't
death
roll
save
a
thing?
natural 1, you're fine.
Yeah. We'll see how my luck is going today. So it's the death save button. Got it.
Hey!
You are on
He's
your
up.
feet. You are
I
up.
rise cursing.
You stagger to your knees with the worst headache and a big burn up the side of your arm.
It's pretty much just I awake and instantly there are obscenities being flung through the air.
Yes, yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
Sylvia's fine now.
You have 1 hit point.
Yeah, no.
That is amazing.
That
And
is awesome.
here's the thing, it's at the start of your turn.
The fates
Yep.
don't want me dead.
Yep. You
So you still get your
have-
turn.
You still get your
Oh
turn.
god. Since I wasn't prepared to be up right away.
Well, that makes what I'm
I'm
doing
trying
a
to-
lot easier.
Trying to see what I can actually do. Crap. Sorry. Like I said, I was not prepared to be up.
Yeah, that was kind of
So quickly,
surprise
so.
to everybody that just all of a sudden you're on your feet. We were worried
Yeah.
you were going to die, and here you are on your feet. Luck is
Oh,
with
God.
you.
I mean, I might as well just punch myself in the chest with the cure wounds at level 4, maybe?
Probably a good idea, yeah. You need it pretty badly. I never saw your hit points go down. It was a full green bar the whole time.
Oh yeah, no, the number, it pretty much was just, when it went through, it was just like, and there's no even reason to change it. It's on
but
auto
now
0.
you've got to figure out. Now
Yeah,
you've got to put you back at 14 points or 15.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start at so I'm back at 1 hit point when I come up, so 15 right there total.
Yep.
See, I got it.
Okie doke. She is staggering, but in much better shape than she was a few moments ago. Victor, what is the wolf going to do?
Alright, so let's see. Let me move my miniature around so I can actually see from the wolf's perspective. So the wolf is going to move up and it is going to growl. It's unclear whether it's growling at Ippotis or the creatures beyond or all of the above.
Probably all of the above.
It's a very upset wolf, let's put it that way.
And just going to ready in action to attack if any of the critters get out here. And that's all.
Okay, so if they come past the door, you will do something?
Yes, I will attack them.
All right, very good. And we are up to the 4 pink creatures that will be acting on this turn, and I need to find which one. That one is theirs. All right. In 30 feet. The 2 on the right are going to be attacking Dirok. The 2 on the left are going to be attacking Ippotis, and you feel a mind thrust, a psychic thrust at you. Give me a charisma. Let's see. Okay, you need to give me a strength check. It is going to contest it with a charisma check.
Is that me? Or?
That is Ippotis and Dirok, and both of you have to do it twice.
Okay, so it's a strength check?
Yes.
I am raging, so I have advantage. Oh, wait. Is it check or save?
Check.
Let me check my rage thing quick.
It is a
Doesn't
check.
matter. You
Oh,
get
yep,
advantage.
it is a check. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Well.
All right. Ippotis.
So I rolled a 19 and a 12.
Right. Now let me do. I've got to click on it if it'll let me, and I've got to do the charisma 1, 2. All right. You succeeded on both of yours, Ippotis, because they rolled quite low. Now let me see the ones on Dirok's side here, how well they did. That's a little better. Let's see how better. Come on. All right, that one rolled an 11 and an 8. So both of those succeeded as well. So you feel this psychic thrust that like hurls at you.
I have advantage because I'm raging. So it's 19 and 12.
You succeeded.
Oh, I succeed. I thought you said they succeeded.
Period.
Okay.
No, you succeeded. Period. They rolled an 11 and an 8, so you would have succeeded even without the advantage. But you, both of you, feel this powerful psychic thrust that you know that if it hit you, it would have absolutely hurled you out of the room. Very powerful thrust, but you are able with your strength to stand your ground and not be thrust back when it did it. And the 2 creatures at the top of the room, the bluish things, come floating towards you. If it will allow it to move, thank you. There. And that is this one. On this one, each of you, both Ippotis and Dirok, must make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Oh, good. That's what I'm very good at.
This
Is wisdom.
is
You
a
get +4.
this is a saving throw against fear. So if you have anything that resists fear.
Oh, if only I was a berserker.
But you do get +4 from Ippotis' thing.
Yep, I do get +4. I'm just checking to see if I do have. Oh wait, yeah. I also keep forgetting about my stone of good luck. Ability checks and saving throws. So I do have a +5 actually.
Okay.
For wisdom save.
Yes.
That is an 11.
Yeah, DC
Let me
13.
see.
Ippotis, you need one as well. Yeah, Ippotis saves. You do not, Dirok. So you are.
Damn.
You are.
I just want to point out that Apo has rolled 3 dice, and 2 of them have been natural.
He has been rolling very well tonight. Yes, that's probably going to save the party. To be frank here with what's going on, you are frightened for 1 minute. Let me put an additional marker for this creature up. It will be this one. I'm going to add a turn on it, and I will put it right behind this ghost, and I will leave it. I will put it at 10 and then count it down each time. So you are frightened for 1 minute there, Dirok.
Question: which one exactly is he frightened of?
The one that's next.
That's
to
next to
him.
me. Okay. So I have to move away from it no matter
Yes.
what, or I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is it a special effect fear, or is it just basic fear?
It's horrifying visage, and it is basically it. You must move away from it. You have to be. You're frightened for 1 minute. Oh,
I'm thinking
there's
of a
another.
paladin.
Hold on. There's also. Dirok, would you please
Yes.
roll me a 1d4?
Two.
You suddenly feel the weight of age, and you feel like you are 20 years older than you were a few moments ago.
Oh dang.
That's not good.
You notice, the others notice your hair is starting to turn a bit white, your beard is very salt and pepper and so forth, and you definitely are looking like you have aged considerably.
Does Xerox turn into one of those sexy old muscular men?
Well, probably, yep. But
I'm raging right now, so I actually don't even realize this is happening. I'm raging and I'm feared.
Right.
Victor will tell you some old man wisdom later.
All right, Ippotis, finally, after all these undead have had a chance at you, now you have a chance
I just have one question. Do we want Gore to not be afraid? Do we want slashes, or do we want Ippotis to make them feel fear?
I think Gore to not be afraid, because if you guys can bottle it up, then we can enact plan. We can enact plan Sunny D.
I didn't want to be the one to say that because it felt
self-serving.
Me being like, hey, help me out, that kind of deal. Yeah, self-serving. I didn't want to be that one, but like, I think the plan is we need to keep these ghosts away from those that they could potentially kill, like Mink and Sylvia. Well, all three of them, because they're all three of them are lower health.
Yeah, Ippotis reaches over and then just like nudges Dirok, and he's going to cast heroism at 2nd level on both himself and Dirok.
Oh, I accidentally moved. Sorry.
So that will negate his fear.
So basically, what it does is for the next minute or until I lose concentration, his fear is suppressed. So
Right.
if I drop concentration, he still has the effect, but then we both also start getting temporary hit points.
What
at the
I'm
start
going
of
to
our
do
turns.
is I will leave the counter up there for the minute on its effect, because it is still there and simply being suppressed.
Yep.
But
And I've already added an icon for the heroism as well.
so at this point it is negated, and if you manage to outlast it, it will go away. At this point, you're basically neutral. You're not
Then,
affected.
as a bonus action, I will spend my last second level slot and regain my sorcery points.
Very good. And it also, it looks like he also gains temporary hit points.
So at the start of his turn, he's gonna get 4 temporary hit points.
All right. So that'll help too. All right, Vlad.
Does Ippotis move back at all?
No.
Well, I'm gonna see what I can do then.
Don't worry about
You
it.
might want to think
Just-
about health.
No, just I'm at high enough health that they need to start dropping.
But he's not. Vlad's
Well,
not.
Yeah, but is he
No,
going to jump into the
We
fray?
have a certain plan going on. That's what we're saying is
It's called Sunny D. Vlad casts Dawn.
Okay, and the dawn is at a spot.
It is
you
a
can see
30-foot.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
well,
No, Vlad, just get everybody you can.
Hoofed up dire wolf just turns and like squints at you.
poor direwolf.
Let me draw it. I'll draw it. Let me
boy.
draw a 30-foot
It doesn't
radius.
say I have to see the point. It just says it
Okay,
appears.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of it.
right.
Yep.
It is also 40 feet high, so it's probably affecting the floor, anything on the floor above us as well.
A new wave of ghosts appears.
Now I can't get it to take the. I told it to take it off, and it won't take it off. Come on.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah. Do it that way. All right, let's try that again.
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do.
I'll just draw it down here where I can see the 60 feet better.
Man, I can't wait to get this spell
10, 20,
Mhm.
30, 30.
for the Saturday game. Yeah,
No.
I get it as a domain spell.
10,
Ah.
It's fun.
30, 40, 50, 60, yes. All right, so that's the radius,
Hey, man.
and let me move it up so that it is properly placed for what you want, I believe. I think you'll be doing it like that, I'm assuming. Is that about right?
Yeah.
All right, so it gets...
Just basically enveloping everything in that room and suddenly.
Okay, so 18 radiant damage on a con save. So I've got a bunch of con saves to do here on these guys. That is, let me get the blue ones first since I've got that up. Con and con. One save. Oh, they both rolled exactly a 17. The blue ones did. Now let me get the pink ones. That's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one on the upper right save, none of the others did. So all those 3 of the 4 pink ones failed, and now that dark, evilish one is going to be on. And it's saved. All right. So let me look at the. It's on half, or is half on save. So let's see the saves. Let me get the ones first that failed and get them. That would be this one here. That took a full 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one took a full 18. Come on.
Not great damage overall, but it's affecting multiple people, so.
Right.
This-
Can't
oh,
complain.
Definitely, yeah. That's multiples is good. Especially
It's
for
also way bigger than
and
what's it
everything
called?
else takes 9 minus 9 and minus 9.
See, the wizard counterpart to this is a 4th level spell. Does
minus
4d10 radiant radiant damage, and if you fail, causes a level of exhaustion.
minus 9.
So if you fail 5 of those, you're just instantly dead.
Okay, and how is that instantaneous and goes away, or does it remain?
Oh, right.
Concentration for 10 turns, I believe. Up to a minute, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we've got. Let me again add a marker on you.
I have
See
to
how
mark on myself.
Yeah, I'll let you count it down. Yeah, you can do it. I don't have to do it. I was just going to put it on the turn order thing again. Anyway, we are now up to Dirok. You are no longer feared.
Yeah. I had to do a Constitution save on the damage, though,
Oh.
right?
I was
Oh,
trying to
alright.
angle it so they would get everyone, including Ippotis, but
Yeah.
not Dirok, if it's possible.
Well, no, don't. Dirok has way more health
Alright,
and
that's fine.
is raging, so
Dirok saved for 9 damage, Ippotis failed for 18.
so I take 9 damage.
Actually, you saved and you have resistance, so it's 4.
Oh, right. So here +5. So I'm at 132, and then according to heroism, I now also have 4 temporary HP.
Yep.
All right. I take it back because like I suddenly became fearful. Then I suddenly regained my senses, as
Actually,
what you would
wouldn't
call
have
for
lost.
that.
You wouldn't have lost any HP because it would affect you at the start of your turn, and then you would take the damage. So you
Yeah.
don't have any
He just-
THP,
He
but
just kind
you
of
didn't
get
lose.
pushed around and. Is that all you've got?
So I actually don't lose any HP.
You don't lose any HP, but you don't gain any THP because the damage I dealt to you took away your.
Yeah, you basically lost your temporaries right away when this hit you. Is basically what happened. So you're back to your original.
Okay, so let's put me back up to 36, and we'll take that off.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I regained my senses, whatever you could call that, while I'm raging to begin with.
Yeah.
And I just grin at the thing that tried to fear me, and I'm going to go ham on it. Let me grab the sheet.
You
Uh,
can do
ready.
it, Dirok! Bite his
1
freaking
and
face
2.
off!
19 and 28.
Okay, and you are striking which one?
The one that's directly in front of me that tried to...
All right. So that is that's 25 hit points, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a big whack.
And I will maintain my position here. Here.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping that Ippotis will move back so that we can block off the entire doorway, because I don't know if anything can squeeze between us.
You probably are aware that being ghostly forms, they probably could move through paper thin
Which is why I want
cracks,
to- Which is why I want
nevertheless,
Ippotis to be
we'll
by me.
we'll see what happens.
Oh, he's
on
not
that.
even here to. He's not even here to listen.
I'm here.
Well,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
see what happens
He's
on
back.
it. Don't worry. From the statue, you hear that irritatingly old man snorting. Mess with Henrik, will you? And
Henrik?
Uncle.
pretty much, and gives that. There is not a. Let me see. It'll have to. Like the fact that it has to move to do it. You can do it, and it's down one there. One less spell there.
I have a
Okay.
question. You said Henrik?
Heinrich.
Oh, Heinrich. Okay, I was gonna say Henrik, as in the coffin maker, Henrik.
It's kind of a similar name, but it doesn't sound like it's him at all. It
No,
sounds like a whole different...
It's Hein. Yeah, once you said Heinrich is when I can hear the difference now.
You hear a sound like a loud pop. And first thing I have to do is I have to do this before I move in. Come on. You hear a loud pop coming from the statue, and Victor would probably see behind him, up to 200 feet, but he would probably appear about, I can grab the token and move it down. He would probably appear in the dark behind you a ways where people can't see him very well. So that would be his action for that turn. But you hear a pop and something has happened. And I will tell you, Seeley,
towards the entrance.
You wouldn't
the statue.
Know. You hear the pop at the statue, but you wouldn't know what has happened because I'm telling you, Seeley, basically he's moved, but that's you wouldn't know that as a character. All right, with that, the dark, creepy thing will try again to attack Ippotis with its slams. And neither one of them hit. 8 and 10 don't even come close. All right, Sylvia.
Question real quick. Do any of these things appear to be taking extra damage from the radiant?
Yes.
Perfect.
I am going to do my best to remain as hidden as possible from using the rubble as cover. I'm gonna squeeze to about here-ish. Sit back down. Just kind of like slide because I'm still fairly out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reach in the bag and pull out what looks like a wind-up monkey with cymbals. And
it's the monkey we killed at the toy house.
Kind of. No, I'm kidding. And then I'm just going to start casting counter charm, or do counter charm rather, because it's technically a song. It's just repetitive, monotone noise. And
it takes out a banjo.
That is a great counter charm.
So anyone within 30 feet of me has advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Ooh.
Nice. And Victor, give me a perception roll to see how much you figured out of what just happened. With you're still in wolf form, right?
Yeah.
With the wolf senses.
And I have keen hearing and smell as a wolf.
Yeah, with
so
the
I have
wolf
advantage on
senses,
certain
you would realize that the creature, you could smell something nearby that had the oddest sense of smelling at the same time humanoid, but it almost smelled like a canine. You're not sure. It's very confusing to your doggy senses. A furry human of some kind. And it moved. The smell is further away and less distinct. All right, your turn.
My god, it's one of those things from the Abbot.
Alright, let's see. It looks like I'm probably still not able to get into the room. Is that correct?
Pretty blocked.
You don't want to get into the room. That's radiant damage going on in there.
Yeah, but he's not vulnerable to it while wild shape.
Yeah, Victor kind of getting a hunch that the thing that just chain lightninged half the party is on the move. He's going to turn and bark viciously in that direction, like it's halfway into a roar.
What's that,
and
Lassie? Is Timmy in danger?
he does like a point thing, trying to make sure that Vlad notices. And then he's going to take a somewhat kind of circuitous route here. Can somebody remind me how charging works in 5th edition?
It's a feat.
Okay. So in that case, yeah, I just I make it to here.
I would say on the RP side of things, I'm just hearing him do that and kind of
Worried.
I'm just like I'm not sure 100% what's going on. I saw Dirok look kind of strange for a second. I'm like, let me just cast this just in case.
And I will take the dodge action since I'm a little bit isolated. I could double move, but it seems like it might be a bad idea.
Okay.
Before Victor leaves, to keep up with his him getting pissed off at Light, I turn around and start flicking a flashlight in his face.
You don't have a flashlight.
I don't think they've invented flashlights yet. Yeah, it's not quite something that's.
No, it's not a
Laura.
flashlight. He just flashes Victor.
Hooded lantern, dude.
Yep, hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor turns into some big cat form and chases the point of light around.
Now, if we could actually live to that point, let's go.
Right.
Don't worry. If Victor, I have a plan for the battle royale, and if he turns into any sort of feline, I'm just going to cast daylight on the inside of a tube and just point it.
Okay. So, Victor, you've done all of your actions now, and I believe so. We are up to the pink dudes, who are going to just almost robotically. It's as if they can't think of doing anything else but attacking, and they are going to repeat previous actions that they did. And that would, let's see, that's
AFK for a minute.
Okay, come on. And I need these up so that I can see. Again, the two pairs of them are going to try this telekinetic kind of thing, thrusting at you guys to try and knock you back. So when Dirok gets back, I'll have him roll. But Ippotis, would you roll 2 DC 17 strength rolls against their charisma? Again, we'll do yours first.
So is it check or
Check.
or save?
Strength check.
Killing me, man.
Check Mike 1 2 1 2.
Okay, 2 of them. Oh my God! I wish I could show this to you easily.
Hold on, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 crits that I've rolled tonight, and then my last roll last week was a double crit.
The first guy rolled a 6, so he
Okay.
did beat rolled a 2, so he didn't. I got him backwards. He rolled a 2, so your 6 beat his 2, and the second guy critted with a 20, and you beat his 20.
With a crit.
So you beat.
I'm hearing
Ippotis
great
is just
things.
standing there, boom, 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 boom.
I'm hearing great things. All right.
He just said that like,
Am I doing?
I'm king under this mountain.
yes, Dirok, you will roll
Need another.
2 strength checks.
All right, and I have. Yep, I have advantage, and this is not the same as an ability check, right? This is
This is an ability check.
Yeah, you just click the main category, strength. Okay.
But I mean, like, this is not an ability check. This isn't affected by Stone of Good Luck, right?
No.
Because I get a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
No, because your ability checks are on that. This is just a strength stat check.
Yep. Okay.
Just
wanted to
skill
clarify.
check
So then
to see
it's
if you actually got the.
it's a 20 and a 14.
All right, and let me get the right ones here. Okay, this time they have some effect. The first, yeah, you lost both of those. The first one nat
Oh,
20'd
damn.
you against your 8. The second one 18'd you against your 14. So
My
you didn't have
my
quite
8.
the
I rolled a 20.
20.
I have
Okay.
advantage because I'm
All
raging.
right, straight up, the rolls go to the player, so you barely managed to resist that one. But on the second one,
Right.
it definitely succeeded. So you are hurled 30 feet straight back from the door.
Oh, damn. 30 feet.
30 feet?
Come on,
Would
Dirok,
this-
let's do the.
Would this pillar stop me since it's at 27 feet?
Are we gonna have... Are we doing this again?
I'm
Well,
asking.
Yes, I
The
suppose
pillar
it
stops
would.
me.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I'm going to let
I
you make
get
your choice.
flung. Yep,
All
I
right.
get flung right into the pillar.
Now, let
Does
me
he get
read
zapped with
this.
chain lightning again?
No, no,
Okay, good. Because I can't take another one of those.
no.
And you should heal
The-
yourself.
You are hurled up to 30 feet in the chosen direction, including upward. If the target comes into contact with a hard surface, it takes 1d6 damage per 10 feet moved. Give me a 3d6 roll.
3d6.
That's not too bad.
Oops.
Roll low. Swing low, sweet chariot.
So
Oh, that
13,
was
so that'd
about
be
time
a
we roll high.
6.
That's correct.
Be a 6, yeah.
Yep. But the point that I'm kind of chuckling at is if you hadn't been stopped by the post, you wouldn't have taken any damage.
Eh. No, it's
Okay.
like.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so we are back to the blue characters, which I now will subtract to 9 on their minute. And the blue characters each do their attack, which is this one. Let's see, that one can't be recharged. All right, so they just reach out towards each. Well, they can't now. They're both going to attack Ippotis.
Uh-oh. Don't worry, Ippotis. I can get up there right away.
I have a plan.
Or bring it on.
And they are going to attempt to, like, suck life out of you. Let's see what they do.
Come closer.
It doesn't look
This
good.
is my domain.
An 18 and a 9. You just stick out your jaw and laugh at them.
I actually was a little worried about the sucking of life.
And it is your turn, Ippotis.
Ippotis casts Conquering Presence on the entire room.
Channel Divinity. Right. In action, force each creature of your choice that you can see to make a Wisdom save. So 1, 2. Let me get the 4 pinky saves first. It was Wisdom, right?
Yes. So Dawn is the damage for Dawn is every turn is when I start my turn.
Yeah.
Damage. I think we're just doing it at the beginning of my turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just do it at the beginning of his. Makes it real easy that way. And your DC is these are bad. Well, they had 1 crit, 1 did.
My DC is 16.
All right, the first 3, so that will be the 2 on your left both failed, and they have, if they fail it, they become frightened. So let me put these 2 as failed. That and that, and then 3, 4. The only one that saved of the pink ones is the one at about the 3 o'clock position. The one at the 4 o'clock position failed. Let me put an eye on it. All right, that 3 of those failed. Now I'll get the other 3 creatures here. So this one. $17 and 21. So both of the blue ones succeeded, and then the blackish one. 16. It failed. Okay, so that's the result of what you got there on it.
All right, and then do we think this is a? Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Ippotis is then. Yeah, he's just got to stay here, so he's going to stay right where he is and take the radiant damage.
Very good. All right, Vlad, roll your radiant damage for everything in that room.
Give me one moment.
Yes, Vlad. Tell Ippotis how much damage he's going to take and how much it'll kill him.
DC 17 con save or 23 radiant.
Okay, so I'll start with the big guy first. Con 17. He succeeds with an 18, so he takes half, which is 11. Come on! Goodness. And the I'll do the 4 pink ones because that gets them done in a hurry. Con.
Sorry.
17, 18, 15, 16. Whoops. No, not 18. 15, 16, 16, 6. They all failed. So they all take 23 damage. That one goes away. The next one up there on the left is looking very wispy. Its silken dress is being torn apart. The lower one on the right goes away. And the upper one on the right goes away. Now
And Sunny D.
Yeah, the blue ones are this one and Con. 1, 2. 11 and 6, they both take 23. If it will ever click, minus 23 and minus 23. The blue one on the right is looking a little bit peaked. It's not looking too great. It's looking the worst of those 2 blue ones. All right, we have taken the radiant damage. Now what else do you do?
So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast what's it called? Spiritual Weapon at 4, which is not concentration.
Okay, and that'll be a hammer.
Sure.
Usually you use a hammer as
Oh,
well.
that's a crit. I'm casting it on this, let's say this blue one right here.
All right, you should be able to move that, and you did how much on the blue one? 20.
For some reason, that only rolled 2d8. It should have rolled 3d8, so I'm going to roll. So
All right.
that is 11 plus 2 is 13, plus 7 is 20, plus 3 is 23, plus 5 is 28 damage on that blue.
Okay. It goes away.
And my action, I'm going to shuffle over to Sylvia and start bandaging her up with my healer's kit. So Sylvia regains... where is it? Plus...
Hi.
he's
So
adding
7
up.
plus 2 is 9, plus 11 is 20 points.
20 points you get, Sylvia.
20, just 20?
Just 20.
Just 20.
Straight 20.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was hearing 20 or like 21. That's what I was like asking.
Straight 20.
20 points. It's
Mhm.
7 plus d4 from a bomb I create, plus character level of hit.
And
Which
I
is
don't
11.
need. I don't need the math. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I heard it correctly.
yep. Dirok.
How is the room looking, Ippotis?
Very much
Very
clearer after the
clear.
last round.
There's only
Okay.
the big flamey guy, and then one of
There's
each
one
type.
One of
Alright.
each type left.
All right, I'm asking because I see something in my dim light. Down here, Crone. Do I actually see something there?
In
I'm good.
your vision, you can see it if you can see it.
So I'm good to act like Dirok?
Yep.
All right, I give chase. I see something that isn't supposed. Oh, I dash because I can't actually hit. Well, no, actually I shouldn't dash. Crap! I don't know what to do. Yeah, you know what? No, I dash because I can get within range. I see this, and I say, "Hello there."
And it is an old man with pink spectacles, a long hooked nose, and a big wizard's hat, and an enormous long beard that is very odd looking. There's something just wrong with him. But it is definitely not a furry like Victor was smelling. So there's something very confusing going on here. But you are right up in
He's
his
going
face.
to look even odder after we mangle him.
Leave him alive. I want words.
And
Don't
it-
worry.
promise-
I can
no
revive the
promises.
dead.
Do you have anything else you are doing? It is his turn.
I can't. I can't because of the
All right.
dash. I use
I
dash.
just want to make sure you didn't have any bonuses hiding around the edge that I didn't know about. All right.
No.
All right. And he snorts at you. Let's see. He used that. So let me take a spell out of there. Let's see how this is going to work. If it'll ever come up. There we go. All right. Give me a DC 17 charisma save.
Uh-oh.
And you're out of range for my.
15. No,
You're out
6.
of range
Yeah,
for my advantage.
16.
So.
16's
Yeah.
still not enough though.
That's right. The world around you begins to turn gray, like you're
Did
in
he
a
just get
mist
banished?
and a fog, and there is a popping sound, and suddenly you appear on some plane where there are funny little flying rabbits all around you, and they are very startled to see you appear in front of them, and they
Oh
all
crap!
come.
I'm actually on a new map.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
got banished into Looney Tunes.
They come flying up to you, flapping their ears to fly, and they all buzz at you in some kind of language, trying to figure out what you are.
I react to by hitting them.
And they all scatter like just like when you throw a
And
rock
now I
into
take
a
attack
pool
of
of min-
opportunity. I am keeping my rage. I am keeping my rage. Attack of
Backyard.
opportunity.
Get back here! I need to beat you up for mechanical.
So
And it's
there's my attack of opportunity. Do I kill one?
You probably, with that roll, would probably manage to kill one of these. They strike you as bumblebees that are shaped like rabbits and fly with their ears.
And I get blood spear kill.
Oh my god. He's just gonna.
I'm going to use this
So
until I'm told no.
So here's the fun thing. Heroism, based on the wording of the heroism spell, it does not
Go to another
go
plane.
away just because you go to a different plane of existence. Just because you're no longer next to me it doesn't necessarily end.
Okay, so you're
All
not
right,
feared.
sweet.
That's okay. So at least you're not feared.
Well,
Okay,
it wouldn't matter because the one that feared me died.
that's true. Yes, he did. Yep. So,
So
that,
But you're still getting the hit points.
Oh,
Which means your blood spear
So I'm actually
is going
at-
to
I'm at-
be replaced next
I'm
turn.
at 13.
if you have temporary hit points and something else gives you temporary hit points, you can choose which one to take.
oh, then
okay.
I'm taking the 9.
Oh my god.
and
So wait, if I have the 4 from the start of my turn, I don't add the 9 from the blood spear
No, it's
because I know I
or-
can't. I know I can't.
Yeah, temp doesn't stack.
Temp test doesn't stack. All right, so yeah, I'm taking the 9.
Oh man. So
And the-
he's been. Sorry.
he's been banished.
To a realm where he's just gonna basically farm HP until he comes back. I mean, I'm just making sure I'm on the same page with that one.
Can I actually move? Oh, I can't go left or right.
Yeah, you're kind of trapped where you are. You're stuck in
Okay.
a wall is where you're stuck. So
Oh, okay.
anyway, the dark creepy thing in front of you, Ippotis, proceeds to do its attack on you, and it will try to do that terrifying slam thing that it does as it reaches out to you with each of its fists. If the second one will come up, but both miss. 13 and 8 do not hit. It's not real good at using its attack. So Sylvia.
Hey, that's fine. Sit there and take damage.
Oh,
Hmm?
It takes 4 psychic damage because it's afraid of me and within 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
OP.
Maybe that's why
ass
it missed.
fucker.
It has to move, right, rather than attack you.
No, it
No, frightened doesn't make you run away. Frightened just means you can't move. You can't willingly move closer, and you have disadvantage on
Okay.
attacks while attacks and checks.
In that
while
case, it
it's
didn't
there.
roll a 13 and an 8. It rolled a 9 and an 8, so even worse. And Victor or Sylvia, your turn.
I'm going to peek out from my cover and go, where's Dirok?
Yeah, there was this time that Dirok was yelling, "Oh, hello there."
Pop, and then nothing.
Yeah.
He's well, would I because I use this spell constantly, would I know that he just got banished?
Give me an intelligence
I mean, did
roll.
you see it?
No, it's out of my line of sight.
Then
I
you,
don't
then,
have
yeah,
dark
that's
vision.
right.
Then you
It's
can't,
in the
yeah.
darkness. You wouldn't have any idea what happened. It's just that
No.
you're not hearing
No,
Dirok.
even the roll.
Yeah.
He just ran off.
Yeah. Dirok was just mid-sentence and nothing
I'm
happened.
sure he's somewhere hereabouts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so based off of
Victor
hearing,
did see me though, but he's a wolf.
based off of where I heard Dirok run off to, can I guess what direction he did
Well,
that in?
you saw him run straight down the temple floor to the south, so you figure he's to the south down there somewhere.
My dark vision only goes to that far. Oh, crap. Crap.
This temple's a fun place. Mostly for
Yeah.
the DM.
I'm sure
I'm
you
just
think so.
Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, here we go. I figured out what to do. I'm going to cast Dancing Lights in the direction I heard Dirok go. So it'll go about 120 feet. It's max range, which is like right over here, because I want to see what's happening in that corner.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I think, then is what I'll do it this way.
I'm just gonna ping where I threw the lights.
I know. I'm going to duplicate you.
Okay.
And your ping went here.
Yes, right here.
Come on. You are on the stairs at that point.
Huh.
Now, the light would not go through that wall.
No. Okay, so then as the bonus action, I'm going to pull back the lights till they're about here. I can just grab this thing and then move it. Now, would I be able to see this
These
thing
lights can be seen by everybody, right? They're just like almost like physical lights.
It says you create 4 torch-sized lights within range, making appear as torches, lanterns, glowing orbs.
Yeah,
You
they're
can also
visible.
combine.
They're casting light all over this area. So I'm
Yeah,
going
lights
to
up 60
give.
feet.
I'm going to give this one seen by all. 1 second. All players see that light. So everybody can see within her distance.
I can't though.
No.
Well, you're not there. Sorry.
So anyone that is looking in that direction and doesn't have a pillar or something in between you and what's visible would see this old man with the wizard hat.
Spotlight.
Are you done, Sylvia?
Yes, that was my action and bonus action. That's all I can do.
Victor.
Alright. Victor is going to chase this dude down, and let's see, he is going to go ahead and pounce at him.
Take
Okay.
vengeance for Dirok.
Let's see on his AC. That misses.
Oh. He growls furiously.
Okay, so the last remaining pink dude is going to try to attack Ippotis, but he's got that disadvantage on him. And
He takes 4 seconds.
yeah. Actually, yeah, he's not. If 4 almost did him in, let's see what happens with time. He is going to try to just hit you since the telekinetic thing hasn't worked very well. 18, what's your armor class? 18's not enough.
21.
Okay. So he misses with his slam, and it is the blue dude's turn who is not feared. So he is going to attack, or she or it. One of the things in these silken gowns that are starting to get pretty wispy is going to try to do the withering touch on you again. And I can tell it missed already. 8 is horribly missed. All right, Ippotis.
They get to redo their save.
The ones that are
The ones that are afraid, yeah, they get to redo their save. Technically,
Okay.
it happens at the end of their turn,
And
but we're
was
kind
that
of
a con
doing
save
those-
or a wisdom save?
Those would be a wisdom save, DC 16.
Okay, so the blue one doesn't have to, but the pink one does, wisdom, and the black one does, wisdom. Pink one failed, and I think it did too, yeah. 10 on the pink one. In fact, with the
Okay.
if it had disadvantage, it'd be even less, and only 7 on the black one, so yeah, they both.
Yeah, I get 4 temporary hit points. Yeah. I don't have a reason to go super ham on this, but oh yeah, he's gonna Dragon Breath.
Why not? Get them all. I'm pretty sure you could cone it in a way that would get them all.
Yeah. I need to double check something really quick. Her we're level 10, right? Or no, we're level 11. Okay, dang.
Yeah, I thought you were more than 10.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, 11. Sorry.
Yeah, total level.
B13 fire breath, dex save, all 3 of them. So the black one does a dex. He's got pretty high dex. Let's see if he can do it. No, he only rolls a 10. So he takes it all. The pink one doesn't have such high dex. Let's see how he does. Come on. You can do it. Not doing it. There we go. Now I got 2 of them. The first one's the only one that counts. 13 doesn't make it. Well, no, it does. Yeah, 13 does make it. All right, and then we've still got to do...
Yeah, it's actually a DC 14. I don't know why it doesn't update.
Okay, so it failed. And then the blue dude rolls an 8. So all 3 of them failed, and all 3 of them took 15. That means this one goes away. And the other 2 take the 15. The blue dude is looking pretty wispy. The black dude, however, takes the 15 and keeps on ticking.
I am going to spend 2 sorcery points as a bone to use Quickened Spell, and I am going to I'm going to cast Booming Blade on the Not Afraid of Me one.
You're going to cast what on it?
Booming Blade. I'm going to make an attack, and if I hit, it takes 2 lightning damage, and then if it moves, it takes 4.
Okay. That's a new one to me. I didn't know that one. All right, so it initially takes 2. There's no... only if it moves. Second damage only.
Yeah, so if it hits... so if it hits, it takes 18 radiant and 2 lightning, and then if it moves, it takes 4 lightning.
Okay, so another 18. I am clicking you. Okay, it still looks pretty hale and hearty in spite of all the hits that it's taken. Vlad, are you finished, Ippotis?
Yep.
Okay, Vlad. Vladislav.
He's muted.
Not hearing you.
Can't
No
hear
sound,
you.
buddy.
How about now?
There we go.
There we go.
All right, sure.
I like that
Ippotis,
face
do you have this?
before you
He asked Ippotis if he's got it.
Got what?
The battle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
How are you?
You look at it, but he doesn't look over his shoulder, but he's like sizzling.
Okay, let's do you want me to roll my radiant damage now or after I...
Go ahead and roll it
Go
now.
ahead and do it now, because that'll determine a lot of it.
Yeah. Okay,
DC 17, 16 radiant.
All right, so I need that one.
Thank you. And then I gotta do another con for my heroism.
This one con. And it is a 17. Both of them save, so they both take half. So
8.
Wait, the one that is still feared, does that affect its save?
Only ability checks, not saving throws.
All right. So both of them save then. So they both take 8. So this one is a -8. And this one is a -8. You're wearing down that blue one. It's getting down. Anything else, Vlad?
Yes, that I haven't done anything
Okay.
yet. Is Ippotis, do you got this? If I move my beam off of you, will you be fine?
If you move it off me, I'll be fine.
Vlad is going to use a bonus action to move his beam 60 feet this way.
Wait, where?
Whoa.
straight towards this wizard. Actually, that's where Victor. He's going to move it.
Just
10
move
feet.
it. Just move
He's
it
going to
back
move it
a
10
little
feet
bit. Just
that
move it
way,
back a
so
little
that it's
bit.
not hitting
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah.
Just move it back.
Yeah, that.
Remember, I can handle the wizard. Just chill.
He's going to attack with his spiritual, which is 4th level.
Okay. And which one of the two are you attacking?
Let's do big bad.
I'm going to need a nap after this.
It's still only rolling 2d8, so I don't know why.
That's
Total
20.
of 7, 14, 14 plus 6 is, 20. And then Vlad is going to cast Cure Wounds at 1st level on. Because I don't know how she's looking anymore. I can't see her health bar.
Oh, I'm at
Your wounds
35. I'm like roughly
Probably
half.
should
Sorry.
cast it on yourself.
35.
Yeah, don't forget
plus
you. Yeah,
3
dude, you're about to
is-
like fall
You're
over.
in
You
way
just-
worse shape
I
than
really
anybody else.
hate to be the stickler, but you cast spiritual weapon.
What? No,
Spiritual
Spiritual weapon.
weapon.
no, I cast it last turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
you did. Oh,
he
okay.
has- yeah.
Oh,
He already.
that's what
had-
that thing is. I thought that was debris.
No, that's his spiritual weapon that's pounding on things.
Yeah, I like cleric. I can maintain Dom, I can hold spiritual weapon without concentration, and I can heal someone all at the same time.
All right. But
So you
seriously,
regain 14 hit points.
you are the one who needs it more than anyone else. on
I
board.
regain hit points from healing other people.
Okay. Lynn,
Not
you-
very much.
Your
I only
bar.
gain I only
Your
gain
bar,
3
though.
points, but
Lynn gains how many total? 11 plus
14. 14 total.
14 total? Okay. All right. So she's almost to full health, so you need to worry about other people. Dirok, are you swatting at flying bunnies?
I am still angry and trying to find this wizard that sent me to this place.
That is
Do
round 2 in another realm.
I have to do like a saving throw
No, you're gonna
every
be there
turn
for
or
a
no?
minute. Nope, you're swatting
Oh.
at bunnies for a minute.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go and kill more bunnies.
Okay, we will just
Yeah, if-
assume that one of the furry little pink flying bunnies falls with each one. There's a whole cloud of them, and they just keep going.
Yep.
Turns out they were saying, hello, strange one. We would love to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is the secret to get up.
Why?
Here's the secret to God, the universe, and everything.
The secret to get out of here is
Okay.
I have one eye going this way, one eye going that way. I don't care.
The wizard that looks down at the wolf and goes, "Oh my! No, that's not nice at all. No. And suddenly there are 4 of him.
Oh, great.
Shit. Alright, then I know the other thing I'm gonna do then.
Does that end his concentration on banishment? Shot in the dark?
No,
Not necessarily.
Damn.
because it's not another concentration spell. I
Damn.
don't believe. Nope, it's not. Just an
How far
illusionary
apart?
spell. They're right around him.
Alright.
He cast mirror image. I didn't know if it was.
Nope. It's
Mirror
not.
image is really OP.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
if
is.
it was concentration or not. I have to
No,
look
it's not.
Come on. God.
Shit. That might fuck up what I need to do. And I can't directly see him, so I couldn't counterspell that.
Alrighty. That's what he casts on that. And the black creepy dude tries to do its attack, and it has to take 4 damage, right? What all damages does the thing attacking you take, Ippotis?
thing attacking me, if it's afraid of me still, it takes 4 psychic damage. Or you could, and then at the end of its turn, it gets to make another save.
Okay. It is going to move out of that, grabbing everything but it.
It can't move any closer to me. The only place it can move is more sunbeam.
Well, it can move like here, can't it?
Yeah, well, it can't. Yeah, I mean, it could go diagonally, it just can't move anywhere closer. It could do like an arc. So, yeah, it could move out that way. But I would get an attack of opportunity, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I suppose you would.
Dang, yeah.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Get back here.
It's trying to run away from Ippotis?
It's trying to run away from the beam that's on it, and it's not allowed to get any closer to Ippotis, is the problem. And actually, it can't attack from there. It hasn't got anything it can use. So it will just simply move out of the beam to stop being burnt, and that's all it can do on this round. Sylvia.
Yeah, I have to retweak my ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my full 30 feet, which is about here-ish, if I think I got that right from before. It was more here.
About 30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, about 30 feet. Okay. How close are these things together?
Within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to... I am going to yell out at the little multiple creature and go, "Where the hell is my meat shield?" and cast Shatter at 4th level.
Okay.
And I will ping where I'm going to pop that sucker in a second. Because that is the... Because Shatter has that lovely... Let's see here, 10-foot radius sphere. Sphere. So right about here.
Okay.
That's the center point.
All right.
Sorry for Eclipse, Victor.
Let me make a 10-foot circle here, and then we'll put it on the right.
Can you just cast it like over here and not hit?
Well, yeah, I could finagle it to not hit you. Just I want to make sure it hits maximum area.
How's that?
That works. Works for me.
Okay. So he has to do a con save, or they all take damage, which is going to have an effect.
Well,
And if he does,
let me double check on how the damage works. Any damage, I believe.
Mhm.
No,
that's a good point, because mirror image is specific attack.
Yeah, I believe I'm trying to find it, but I'm pretty sure it's any damage at all to a duplicate. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna bother trying to figure out which one the real one was. It was just like either I can.
So he
Eeny,
has to
miny,
roll
moe.
a DC 7.
One of these things are the enemy. I'm not sure which, so I'll kill all of them, just to be sure.
Exactly.
Pretty
That was a
much.
con save. All right.
Yes.
That's not a double number, whatever it is. 5. So he fails. So this one, come on. This one.
So that
And
is.
this one go away, and this one.
And
If it will ever allow me to click it. Let me move your circle here. Besides, that only happens instantaneously.
yeah,
anyway,
no worries, no worries. Yeah.
So now I can click him and give him his first damage, actually, which is
24 points. Which should force him to
do a con save on his.
All these shattering clones, suddenly it's Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, he rolls a 20 on his con save for his
Damn!
concentration. So he's still
Now I know which
concentrating.
one's which.
Yep. But he, you only have one of them left, and suddenly, instead of laughing, he's like, ah, that wasn't nice at all. No, that wasn't nice at all. And he begins to shimmer, and he suddenly doesn't look like an old man wizard anymore. He looks entirely different when you hit him with that.
It's Lucian. Sorry.
He turns into what looks like a 6-foot walking fox or jackal.
Yeah, so I'm probably, as he's shouting back at me, I'm shouting back at him. It's like, I'm about to get a whole lot unnicer. Where is the Green Man?
And Victor,
The Jolly
it is your
Green
turn.
Giant?
Alright. I'm going to bite him.
I.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. It does not taste good.
Alright, so, yeah, 28 piercing damage and DC 13 strength or be knocked.
Okay, he has pretty good strength. Let's see if he gets a lucky roll. If this will ever roll. Come on. I'm clicking you. You can do it. There we go. I'll probably get 2 of them now. Come on. 12. That's not enough. Alright, so
Yeah.
he is knocked prone.
I just pounce him down and I'm just trying to frickin' maul him. Also, 28 is his next concentration roll.
Yeah.
Well, it would be 13. Because it's half the damage
Half of
taken.
it.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, so another con roll.
Or 14, rather, not 13.
And he only rolled a 5. Dirok pops
Nope.
back into existence.
Ooh.
I can.
Nope.
You suddenly pop back into existence, a little bit dizzy, but you see a guy on his knees, which doesn't look anything like the guy you saw when you left, and he took a total of 50 damage?
No, 28.
Okay,
It's savage,
Savage
attack.
attacker.
okay.
I haven't actually attacked in wild shape for a good while.
No, you just cast Moonbeam at 4th level and melt everything.
Yes.
Kind of like how I'm doing right now.
I'm just gonna yell to just leave him alive. I have questions.
I can question
Oh,
him
with-
even
with-
if he's dead.
Yeah, with the 2 that are over here, the chances of that happening are not great.
Especially with me being banished.
That's
No, sorry.
Why I'm yelling at you.
I'm raging. I don't hear you.
Alright, the blue thing is not feared, so it moves out of the danger zone and attacks Ippotis.
Out of the danger zone.
Yeah, pretty much. I need you to succeed, Ippotis, on a DC 13 Charisma save.
Charisma save or a check?
It's
Saving
actually not. It's actually not possible for me to fail it.
Okay. Okay,
I
so
have
you
plus
succeed.
12 to charisma
You
save.
feel tendrils try to penetrate your mind and take over, but you are far too powerful in your mind to be affected by it, so it fails.
Not possible for you to fail.
Ippotis.
Frickin'
Yeah.
paladins.
I'm gonna sunblade the thing.
It made the mistake of coming close.
Yeah. And let's see if that's enough. Not quite enough, but its silken dress is in terrible tatters.
Move back a
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
It realizes
Yeah,
it's
I
made a
just-
terrible mistake.
Yeah, I kind of just want to do this for the shits and giggles. So he's going to move over here. So that it gets an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Okay, so it'll do this Withering Touch attack, which is its only melee. Oh, a crit 1. It did not hit. It rolled a 6. It
Okay.
crit failed.
Okay. I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite. So if I hit this thing, it has to do a strength save or get pushed 10 feet back into the sunlight.
Oh no.
But this is my friend.
Got a fair amount of strength. Let's see what it gets.
Get back in there.
This is going to be the entirety of the
23!
next
It critted! Ha!
Oh no.
Yes!
The one time.
Ah!
And then Ippotis twists the blade and casts Divine Smite at 3rd level.
Christ. Any questions?
All right, so.
And is it undead?
Oh, yes.
Obviously.
So then it's going to be an additional 1d8 on top.
It's going to be an additional 2d8 because Sun Sword. You get an additional 1d8 from
The sun d8. I already have the
Gotcha.
The Sun Sword.
All right, so is there anything beyond that 20? Oh, no, 28. All right. All right. Come on. Won't give me its hit points.
You're just being mean now, Ippotis.
Yeah, this is 45 radiant damage total.
It is
Paladins.
still alive on that, but it got pushed back how far?
Did it fail the save?
Yes.
Okay, if it failed the save, it gets pushed back. It takes 4 thunder damage. Everybody hears an explosion of a thunderous boom, and it gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
It did fail? I thought it didn't fail.
No, it failed that save. It crit. Oh, wait, was that the strength save?
The strength save is just from Thunderous Smite. Divine Smite is just you spend a spell slot and deal extra damage.
All right, it did save then if the strength is against.
Yeah, so it didn't do
okay,
anything.
Yeah, all right, so
but it did take the extra 4 thunder damage though. But I do not have the heroism anymore. Neither does Dirok.
I'm no longer afraid of the ghost that is trying.
He's gone.
You're no longer
Ghost is
afraid of
gone.
the ghost that is dead.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. All right, Vlad. Things are starting to change hands here. Let's see what goes on.
Wow. He's going to move the Dawn over just slightly so that it hits both the ghost.
Okay.
So here's the damage for that. Ooh, that's pretty high.
It is indeed, and I think it's going to eliminate both of them if I remember right. This one and this one. All right. Ippotis is no longer surrounded by ghosts of any kind.
Vlad then
And
goes
as
actually
the
into
dark
the room.
thing, the dark thing is the first one that died, and it dies with an angry roar, and then the other ghost fades slowly from existence, and Ippotis hears a wispy voice saying, "Free at last."
Ippotis just falls to his knees exhausted.
Vlad goes because that was nothing. I haven't done anything yet. Vlad goes into the room and casts Cure Wounds, a 2nd level on a.
Okay. So how many points? So 7 plus.
How much total?
7 plus 5 is 12, plus 4 is 14 points.
No, 16 points. 12 plus 4 is
What?
16.
You are correct.
And Ippotis pats him on the shoulder and drops 10 points of lay on him.
Okay. So you get 10
getting too
points
old for
back
this.
there, Vlad.
Are we still in turn order?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Do
Oh,
it.
Which
no,
way
no,
you going with the other dude?
Oh yeah,
If
no,
that's
then
the
I
case.
can't. Then I can't do that.
But I am slowly regenerating every time I heal someone.
There you go. You're getting there.
I just got 4 points back.
All right.
Yeah, they're buddy.
Dirok, you're fighting this furry creature that called itself Heinrich, but it doesn't look exactly like a Heinrich.
I need to do a wisdom check to see if I even heard Sylvia yell out the "Don't kill him." I'm gonna say 14. Nope. I dropped.
You are
I dropped the
mad.
spear.
You got
Yep.
banished.
I am pissed off. I dropped the spear and shield. I grab my axe. It's time to execute this guy.
Execute Order Dirok.
Yep. Where is?
I'm just gonna
Why
hang my
not?
head from back there and go. I have to save him from these two. Great.
1 and 2. So a 10. Oh no! Isn't it an advantage if he's prone?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's a 27 and a 13.
The 27 hits for
That's
40 damage.
40 damage.
Well, if it's a crit, it automatically hits regardless of the number.
Yeah, so that 40 damage right there. Well, yeah. So do I have to roll?
Hmm?
The crit is for me is a 3d12, so I have to roll. Well, does the 13 hit?
No, it doesn't. The 15 and 25 was taken off. That is your 3d12. The 25 is your 3d12.
No. I attacked twice. I rolled that 27. Does my 13 hit after that?
No. Fourth
Okay,
time I've said that. No. 13 does not hit.
Okay, I didn't hear the 13 does not hit.
Are you using the axe or are you using the blade?
Yeah.
Axe.
I'm using the great axe.
Okay.
I said I dropped the spear and shield, and I'm using my great axe.
Okay.
I'm executing this guy.
That is mean. Barbarian's critting.
He banished me.
And yips as you hit him, and I want to get this. I'm going to get some of these sheets off of my thing so I don't have so much cluttering here. A little easier to know what I've got. That means that probably I don't have to worry about that one, because you won't get down there tonight, I know. Come on. That makes it a lot cleaner. All right. We're down to just a couple of things on here. All right. So we are up to the jackal, fox, human, whatever this thing is, and he has taken quite a bit of hits, and he looks up in a great deal of anger. Let's see if he's going to play it one more time or not. There's nothing there that would be affected by that. So he is going to cast his last one of these, and he, when there is a dimension door disappearance, there's no attack of opportunity. Is that correct, Apple?
No. However,
I'm going to counterspell it.
Counterspell.
Okay.
I can only do that, unfortunately.
But do you want to? Because if you counter it,
that's
we're
my
going to
reaction.
kill him.
That's my reaction. My turn goes next.
Yeah, she can do that on her turn, on his turn, without having to worry about it. So yeah, he starts to count. You see a dimension door starting to open in front of him, that he's going to jump somewhere, and you try to counter it, casting a spell of 3rd level or lower. It is a 3rd level. So
Dimension
fails.
Door is a 4th level spell.
Oh yes, it is. All right. So.
Oh shit. I'll probably.
So DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So that would be a 14. He has to roll a 14. Or she has to roll a 14.
He has to roll DC 14. However, I would say that she has used the spell herself. She would know that it's a 4th.
Well, no, is you knowing what level it is irrelevant. It's just you have to do the check.
Yeah, it's a matter of whether it's 3rd or not.
Well, you can cast it at higher level.
Yeah, I don't have much spell slots, guys.
All right.
Anyway, give me a ability check using your spellcasting ability. So your spellcasting is charisma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so give me a DC 14 charisma.
Plus half proficiency because Jack of all trades.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to roll for this at the moment.
It's D20 plus 5 plus half proficiency.
So,
Proficiency, you're currently at 3.
We're currently at plus 3, I think.
Yeah, so it'd be 1.
The
no,
bonus
we're
is
at
plus 4.
Okay, 2
We're
then.
at 4, so it's
So-
plus 2.
So it's a D.
D20
20
plus
plus
5
7.
plus 2. Yes.
Plus 5. Okay, so all right then.
Bards
that,
are very good at counterspelling.
and then 2. So that's 15.
It's a total of 15.
Okay.
It just
so
barely makes.
so his door slams shut in his face, and it is Sylvia's actual turn.
I am going to dimension door and start pushing Victor's nose to get him to back up.
Bad dog. Bad dog.
So yeah, I'm actually going. I'm closing the gap. I'm trying to. I mean, granted, I am putting my foot on the creature as well to keep him pinned, but I'm telling Victor to back up by actually putting my hand in his face and pushing.
All right. Victor.
I
is
probably don't have
gonna-
the strength to. I probably don't have the strength to.
Victor
push
just turns and stares and growls, but for now he'll just ready an action to bite the creature if it does like anything other than like surrender.
Okay.
So he's like growling like right in its face, like through Sylvia's hands, just like slobbering on it.
Ippotis.
Ippotis is going to move and take the dash action, or he's gonna move out here, see what's going on. How far away are they? Are they way down there?
Yeah.
We're pretty far.
Yeah, we're over 120 feet.
20 feet. Yes, that's.
So yeah, you'll want to go this way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the dash action and get to there. And I actually have to go. I'm gonna stay on for a bit so I don't screw up the video, but I have to go.
Things will happen that we'll be stopping at here in just a moment, so go ahead.
I will be voting for a rest after this.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh
you
God,
would.
yes.
I'm actually fine to keep going.
I'll kill you.
Ippotis gets that far and drops to a knee. He's winded. Vlad.
Well, Vlad is going. He's going to release concentration on Dog, so that goes away.
And the ghosts come back. I'm kidding.
He is then going to walk the 2 feet this way, the 28 feet this way,
Sorry.
and he's a little bit too far away to actually cast Cure Wounds, so you know what, he's going to, I'll wait until my next turn. He's going to kind of just stroll out, almost as winded as Ippotis.
Something here real quick.
Vlad will say, "Don't kill him. I can take him alive."
Sylvia, are the dancing lights still there?
Yeah. Dancing lights are cantrip.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I could take that other symbol off or if they were still there. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, then they should, hold on, let me double check how long they last. They last,
Last roughly
up
an
to
hour.
a minute, yeah, so we're good, it's still there.
Yeah. All right, Dirok?
What is Sylvia doing? Like, I know that she.
Screaming and
is-
yelling to not kill him.
I'm body
Okay.
blocking, basically.
And now Vlad is
Alright.
yelling as well.
All right, now wisdom save again, or wisdom check again, but it's much lower. We'll go with the 7. 9. I beat it. That's why I went with a much lower. So I hear them and I back up.
I mean, visually, I'm in front of you now, so it's like, if you try to swing down, that would be faux pas, dude.
I mean, I've already remember I attacked Alex when rats were swarming all over him.
That's
give any-
true.
I didn't care for his personal safety when I killed the rats.
Well, I figured you saved me once. You care about mine, but whatever.
Yeah. True.
The
But,
foxman
yeah,
uses half of its movement to stand up. The
I thought he
other
was
half,
being held.
Yeah, I still have my foot on him, so
well, then he will do a strength roll to see, strength roll against you to see if he can get up. Fine with me.
that's okay. So am I supposed to roll for that now?
Roll me a strength roll to see if your strength will beat his. He rolls a, come on, 12. You got to beat
Is
a
it that one?
12. Yeah.
No, I don't beat it.
He beat it. He uses half his movement to stand up and push away and moves out to here, and he casts Fireball.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah,
He will
Dirk.
get 3 attacks of opportunity if the 3 of you want.
I'll also get my ready to action. So, oops, wrong thing.
Because the trigger was anything other than surrendering, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will bite, and then I will bite again.
Christ.
I'm assuming.
First one misses,
assuming
second
that
one
the-
hits.
I'm assuming the attack of opportunity. I can't grapple, right?
Right.
You do a hell of a lot of damage, Vic.
So what was that, DM?
Yes.
I'm assuming
you
that's a no?
You cannot grapple.
I cannot.
It's just a melee attack.
Yep. I take a swing.
That is
Grapples
a
only
hit.
if you take the attack action.
All right, now Victor, on that 18 roll, which one of those attacks is
See the note right above it?
larger? Okay, so it's not always the one on the right; it's the larger of the two. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got to do a strength save again.
If the damage isn't just
He rolls
outright
a
kill him.
21 on strength. He
So he's not
survives
knocked
this.
prone.
He's not prone, and he takes the 28. And let's see. And then the other attack was 16. Okay, so he's down pretty far. So what will he decide to do here then? At this point, I think knowing what he is and what he does, that mist swirls around him that is very similar to what you saw, Dirok, and he suddenly pops out of existence, but he
Banish himself.
But he leaves behind a robe and a book.
So he banished himself?
He shifted planes.
Oh, one more turn is all it took. I was about to cast chaos on this motherfucker.
I turned to the others. I think he banished himself.
I was about to cast chaos on this motherfucker. Oh, I'm so.
What?
So
I was thinking after I backed away. I'm like, wait, no, hold on. I should probably do the same as Sylvia and actually step on him as well because I do have bigger strength. I do want to see what my strength roll would have been for that.
I was thinking that I should have cast ban on him on my last
Not
turn,
any better. Sylvia would have been better at that than me.
Oh,
I'm
and
so angry.
The other thing that he leaves behind are those pink lensed glasses.
Interesting. Not that I know what those do at all.
I'm gonna march over and just start picking stuff up. Well, that was a waste.
Are we considered out of combat at this time?
You are out of combat, yes.
No, last thing we were fighting disappeared, so yeah.
Question: am I still gray and grizzled?
Yes, you are, and I've got to look that up. There's a time limit on it. I've got to, let's see.
Does that remain in effect after
Just a
I
minute,
shifted planes?
Hold on, I'm clearing things, getting things off the board, and
Yep,
then I can
sorry.
go look and see what. Come on, God, Roll20's taking forever. All right, so I've got to pull. I clicked on you. Thank you. Let me go back to. Let's see, which one was it that cast? That I don't remember which one of the 3 it was that did it. Let me. look at the 3 and see which one, because I've taken them off the board and I've got to look them up again. Don't think it was this one, but it might have been. Nope, it wasn't that one. So it was either this one. Possession. That one is not it. So it was the dark one that did it. All right.
I'm so mad. One more turn. If I had been careless with my last action, I could have solved this.
No, wasn't that
What
one?
That's okay.
So
He left
which
behind.
one?
At least he left the loot.
Wasn't any of it. I must have skipped it. It had to have been one of those 3 because there were only 3 of them in there, 3 types in there. So I've missed something here somewhere.
What are you doing? What?
Oh, here it is. The horrifying visage. That's the one it was. All right. So let's see. Is the aging effect can be reversed with a greater restoration spell, but only within 24 hours of it occurring.
So
Okay.
it's not within that, it's permanent.
Yeah.
So I need to get a greater restoration on me.
The question
Or
becomes, does Vlad have that greater restoration?
I could leave you old and just not have to worry about it for the Battle Royale.
And I
That-
could just kill you right now, and you'd have to roll a new character.
Perhaps.
And you'd still be aged, just as a heads up.
You've already been banished once today. Don't make it a second time.
I'm slightly more charismatic. Hopefully.
All right.
Let me
Now you have a
just check.
book and a robe and a
Yeah,
pair
see?
of glasses laying on the floor.
Yeah,
I would like the pair of glasses.
I am going to identify
already-
shite before we.
You already
even
got
look.
something that you could see through. You don't need another thing to see through.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
eye patch and glasses is like a fantastic combo.
Yarr!
No, what we need to give him is a second eye patch. Then you'd be the ultimate pirate, the double pirate.
I've
Anyway,
the second I see the stuff hit the floor, I'm just gonna start grumbling under my breath, go over and start collecting. I'm just picking up the loot so I can identify it when I have spell slots.
well, you
I
can
lean
cast
into
identify
my-
as a ritual.
I lean into my axe and I'm like actually breathing heavy as opposed to not like how I used to. Something's wrong with me.
Yeah, you're feeling your age. How old was he when he started?
He'd have been about mid-20s to maybe high 20s. No, low to mid-20s. So he'd be low to mid-40s right now, which is
Pretty old
like,
for an orc.
pro- yeah, because orcs don't normally reach the age of, I guess, venerable would be 75 for them. So
And
this is
partly
pretty much
due
old
to their
age for them.
lifestyle is part
To
of
their
the thing.
lifestyle, yeah.
Yeah. So. All right.
And to be clear,
But
is
even
Derek
then,
an orc or is
40...
Derek half orc?
Huh?
Is Derek an orc or a half orc?
Well, I mean, I consider him an orc, but I'm rolling him with
Technically,
half-orc
it's a
stats.
Half orc because there is no. I don't think there is any full orc in D&D. I think
No, you can.
There is in the
according-
monster manual. One of the monster
According to
manuals.
Skag, you can play as an. It's one of the monster player races. That's why I've been confused this entire time. Anyway,
All right, I will. Who is taking the book? Who is taking the glasses? Who is taking the robe?
I think
will let you know what you're getting.
Yeah, let's figure out what they are first.
I've picked up everything. I'm just holding on to them for the time being until I
Sylvia
can...
notices that the robe has funny little patch pockets all over it.
Ooh.
And
You
the
get the
book,
fun stuff.
Oh, I've had one of those before.
I
think.
know what that is.
And the book very definitely is a partially used spell tome of some kind.
We can give that to Victor with the C.
And
I'm
the
gonna
pink
find out.
glasses, you're not sure about at this point.
Yeah. I will. I'm gonna look at everybody's so what are we doing?
I'm on a knee right now.
I think the most of us need to. Smoke clouds come out of my mouth. I think most of us need to rest at this point.
I'm just gonna wait for everybody to get in closer so I can tiny hut us in for the duration.
We would have to go to
So-
Ippotis since Ippotis is currently not with us.
No,
So
I'm
it
saying.
sounds like we're kind of taking a.
Well, before that, Victor goes ahead and turns back to his normal form, and he says, Dirok, let me borrow the axe.
Don't do
The
it.
tree bane axe?
I
Yeah,
just missed
that's
everything.
I actually have it right now.
Oh. Well, Vlad, let me borrow the axe.
Okay. And as he's handing it over, he says, "What?"
I'll be right back, and he walks outside.
Is he going to go slaughter his own donkey?
Victor would return a while later, probably after you guys have set up a place to rest, with a very long tree branch, and begin preparing a 20-foot pole, which he would inform Ippotis that he must check the distance before pulling out his sword.
Oh my god.
Then and only then does he give the axe back.
That is incredible.
Here is the yardstick.
Yeah.
If I am within the range of the yardstick, that means you don't pull out the sword.
Well, it's
Yes.
actually more than a yardstick. A yard
Well,
is...
it's the length of a person's yard.
That is fair.
This is a suburban yardstick.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna shake my head.
Okay, with that, we will wish our viewers good night. I assume you will all huddle together somewhere near Ippotis, and you will make a hut for them, Sylvia.
With the
Yeah,
stick sticking out of it.
Yeah.
It's a flag. It's our flag post. I'll hang my Dawnwatch cloak over the top of this.
Yeah. So once everyone's within a radius, I'll cast the tiny hut.
Okay, so you guys are all inside a tiny hut for the rest period, so you will get a long period
You're
of
muted.
rest. I am?
Which is sorely.
You are. I only know what you're saying by reading your.
I'm hearing her just fine.
I'm...
Yeah,
no.
here.
It must be. I guess Discord's having.
I think it's the same thing that happened to me earlier.
kerfluffles.
Okay, well, I'm still recording on the stream. I can see my voice
I
responding.
don't.
Yeah. Tell him that I'm fine.
Sorry
Don't
for the
worry about it.
interruptions.
Tell him not to worry about it. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
she says
Hell.
don't worry about it.
So I will tell you to wave good night to everybody, and we will see you next week as the weary crew continues in this crazy, crazy Temple of Doom. What a night. Okay,
If we can kill
guys.
each other first.
All right, later, folks.